Okay, we are going to take a little bit of time here just to sort of look at an overview of Project Foundry. I know this platform is overwhelming because there are so many things that it can do. So this is just kind of an introduction to Project Foundry. We will look more specifically at things that you will need to do over the next week or so to get your first project going in some other videos. So the first thing that you want to be aware of when you get Project Foundry is actually how to get there. The website is not something that I would want to type in every day. So I would highly encourage you to click those three dots on your Chromebook and add it to your shelf or add a bookmark. I think the words changed about a week in, but save it somewhere so you have quick access. All you have to do is click on the thing. If you need that website, it's student-dhspbl.projectfoundry.net. A lot of people struggle to spell the word foundry correct, Foundry. So if you're having issues, make sure you've spelled everything correctly. And we've also had some kids who could not get it to work. They shut down their Chromebook, turned it back on, and it did. So when in doubt, restart your Chromebook. I'm going to hijack Tyler's account here just because she has some interesting things going on with her standards, and because we haven't actually submitted anything for a grade yet, there shouldn't really be any breach of privacy here. So when you log in, everybody should know their username and password. If you don't, feel free to email me and I can help you out with that. When you get into Project Foundry, it's going to take you to this current work page. There's a lot of things going on here. You see tasks and assessments over here. These are the current projects that she is in. So you can see I created the PBL handbook project and the completing the parts of the PBL handbook mini workshop. That was just one person, me doing that. You can tell that she's collaborating on something because there's this multi-person little picture. And these are the people in her group. I think it's just maybe her and one other person working on what is PBL and the mission statement for our handbook. So those are her projects. Um, Interestingly, up here, you might be aware that you can kind of control what you see. So if you just want to filter what's going on today, you can hit the today button. You can hit past 7 days, past 30 days, past 6 months. Now, obviously, you guys haven't been in here for 6 months, so things are going to change. But you do have the ability to filter a little bit what you see. Something else that will start filling out over here is target completion and credit completion. And so a target in Project Foundry is the same thing as a standard. So when we talk about you will meet the standards that everyone else will meet, that's what a target is. Credits, she's going to be getting a credit for chemistry and a credit for English. And so as she completes those, that box will fill in. Up across the top here, you have some options. Personal learning plan, when you click here, you will see that she's done some work on this page already to fill in her personal mission statement. If you have not done this, I would like you to do it by Friday. Um, this page is going through some serious overhaul, but we are going to go back in this week and I'm going to double check that everyone has a personal mission statement along with a picture. So you should be able to hit this edit button, type something about yourself. If you haven't typed anything in here yet, it gives you some bullet points. Some of you left it in bullet point form. I would like it to actually be a statement. My name is Whitney Lindenberger. I am a teacher at Dighton High School. I really enjoy reading, cooking, and gardening. And in my spare time, I like to watch Netflix and play on my phone. I don't know, that's not very exciting. But the more detailed you can be there, the better off you're going to be. And you also need to upload a picture. It doesn't necessarily have to be a picture of you. Ideally, it would be. This is supposed to be a professional learning environment. So you would have a picture of yourself there. But if you want to find something that sort of represents you or where you're trying to get to, like if you want to be a doctor and you want to put a picture of a doctor, okay, I get that too. And then once you've changed this, just hit the save button and it will update. There's another box here for how much progress she has made. At this point, she hasn't completed any targets, so there's nothing exciting to look at there. Down here, you have academic goals. I would like you by the end of the week to have filled in some academic goals. Also some social goals, something to think about. You don't need anything super long, but I would like to at least see one academic and one social goal by the end of the week. And then clear at the bottom, I want to see you fill in a favorite quote and something that motivates you. So you can add, well, I think, yes, a screenshot of something that motivates you. You can save a picture. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work on the Chromebook, so we might have to sort that out since I'm on my laptop right now. And then tell me why it matters to you. Why does it motivate you? Same thing of your favorite quote. You know, there's like a million cute little quotes on Pinterest. Go find one. Tell me why it's important to you. So, in reflection for this page on Friday, you need to have a photo, a well-written personal mission statement, one academic goal, one social goal, one quote, and one thing that motivates you. Okay? Then, if we scroll back up to the top here, experience is kind of Project Foundry's word for a project. So you can see that she's involved in 4 right now, and they're all actually working under this big mamma jamma. So she can just see if she needs to go in here and look at what needs to go, like look what needs to be done next in this project. She can go and review that form if she needs to. Performance is also a nice tab to be familiar with. You can tell this is her learning plan right here. She's in English 10 and chemistry. As she completes her targets, we will start seeing a graph fill up right here showing how many she's met. This pie chart will fill in. She has 130 total targets left before she earns her credits. It's showing all subjects. If she wanted to filter it from English to chemistry, she could do that, but we're going to show all of them. If you're wondering how to see your standards in Project Foundry, notice at the bottom of this page she's got English and science. Okay, so if you hit this little arrow, it will drop down and you can see all of the English courses that she's got things going on in. Now these little yellow, this 2 and this 3, because she's not enrolled in English 11 or speech and drama, but she's in a project that is addressing standards from those courses. She's actually earning some extra credit. Those standards came from the PBL handbook that I created. So nothing to get too hung up on there, but when you see them filtering out to the side and not filling up your bar, that's because it's in something that you don't have a learning plan for, you're not earning credit towards it. So she's actually enrolled in English 10. So when we click down here, you can see they're all highlighted and they all have a 1 beside them. If it's highlighted, it's required. And this 1 means that she must complete this standard 1 time at a level of meeting the standard. If we evaluate you and decide that you're not quite there, you're developing, you will not get credit for it. You will have to meet that standard again before you get to meeting it. Okay? So she can scroll down and see all of her standards right here. I want to show you in English 11, notice none of them are highlighted except for these little macaroni and cheese colored ones because she doesn't have to do any of this. But she's got language spelled correctly highlighted because I chose that for the PBL handbook standard. And she is working on it. It is in progress right now. That's what that yellow color means. We should see the same thing in speech and drama. Okay, then if we pop down here in science, because she's also in chemistry, we can see all of these targets for chemistry, but you will notice on this screen I have 4 targets at the top that are not highlighted and they do not have a number. So these are optional targets. I'm actually requiring all science students to pick 2 of the 4 to complete, but she gets to decide which 2 of the 4 she wants to do to reach her 38 total credits. If you see an error in this, like you're supposed to be enrolled in English 10, but you're in English 11, I need you to let me know ASAP so that I can get that fixed. I could have made an error on my end. I know you guys can't believe that. You can scroll through here and kind of look at skill targets. If there were any evaluation comments, they would be here. But really, right now, when you go to performance, it's going to default to content targets. That's what you want to be looking at. There's a portfolio tab for journals, time logs, and evidence. We will be talking about those three things later on. Here's the calendar. If she's got anything going on, that would show up here. Um, so I would encourage you guys to not be afraid to click around in here and sort of see what's going on. Something to be aware of is that you can mark off these tasks as you complete them. It is telling her right now that to complete the final handbook, that's late. That's because I never went in and adjusted the due dates on that project. She hasn't done it yet, so she has not marked it off. That makes perfect sense. As you complete your tasks, mark them off, please. So, because then if you don't, you're going to end up with a list of tasks a mile long over here. Up at the top of the screen, you'll see here's her name. If she wants to log out, that's where she would do that. Edit her profile, any of that stuff. The quick actions button is going to be something you guys hit a lot. When you're ready to start a project, you're actually going to click start an experience. There's places to add a task, log your time, add a result, write a journal, all of these things in here. We probably won't use all of these very often, but a few of them we will use quite a bit, and so there will be individual videos for them as well. The biggest thing that I want to reiterate with you about Project Foundry is that it is a very complicated platform, and I understand you feeling overwhelmed and not sure what to do. If you are stuck, if you are confused, it is going to be up to you to come find me or an advisor who can help you. We'll be in the room trying to check on everybody, but I know I'm not in there with every single person, so that makes it hard for me to help people who are stuck when they don't ask. So I really need you to advocate for yourself and find some time in your flex time or something to come in there and get help with what's going on here. So if you have any questions at any time, please make sure that you come and find me or another advisor who can help you with Project Foundry.